right, y'all. I'm going to read you an article. And if you've been keeping up with my channel, this article is not going to be a shock to you. This is something that's developing, and I want you to pay attention to how this is being implemented in your neighborhoods. Because this is coming, and this technology is going to change things whether you want it to or not. All right, so without further ado, here's the article. Walmart is experimenting in the US with a new format known as dark stores, facilities designed to support faster delivery operations. Dark stores are essentially distribution hubs that mimic the layout of traditional retail outlets but are not accessible to customers. The retail giant has launched a facility in Dallas, Texas, and plans to open another in Bentonville, Arkansas, as reported by Bloomberg. Walmart may consider expanding the initiative with additional dark store locations. The move is in response to growing customer demand for faster delivery services. A Walmart spokesperson told the publication that the company remains committed to testing new capabilities to provide a seamless customer experience. Walmart's online business is expected to reach profitability in 2025, following substantial investments. The company has implemented measures such as ordering batch and warehouse automation to reduce costs. In 2024, it broadened its online services to include the delivery of pharmaceutical products, allowing customers to receive medications alongside their grocery purchases. The retailer also entered a collaboration with Rebag, a luxury goods reseller, to offer a selection of second-hand handbags, jewelry, and accessories through its digital platform. In a separate development, Walmart has renewed its partnership with technology provider Scandit to enhance associate apps with Scandit smart data capture software and streamlines tasks such as order fulfillment, out of stock detection, and stock management. Scandit CEO and co-founder Samuel Mueller stated, "We are thrilled to continue our partnership with Walmart. Empowering associates by putting best-in-class technology in their hands is how retailers can drive meaningful change." Under the terms of their enhanced agreement, Scandit will supply Walmart with advanced tools and technologies aimed at increasing the efficiency and precision of the retailer's current applications for associates and customers. The My Walmart app, featuring Scandit technology, facilitates easier onboarding and daily operations for Walmart associates. Walmart Product Management Vice President Dan Miller said, "As people lead tech-powered company, people led, Walmart is committed to providing our associates with technology that helps them work smarter, faster, and more efficiently." You see, I brought this topic up because there was a young lady in a clip that I had listened to that brought up the concept of dark stores. And when she explained it, like a couple of days ago, I had never even heard of this. And yet this has been in the news off and on in stories all summer. And as much as I like to keep y'all in the loop about current events, even this one went way over my head. So this article explained it perfectly. Basically, in the future for stores, you're not going to even have to go in them. They're just going to be distribution centers, and you're just going to sit and push a button, say what you want, and it's going to show up. This will eliminate a lot of jobs. That's the obvious thing. But you all know me, and you know why I covered this story. We'll get to that. Here's the thing, for a while, and this made the news and no one made too much of a big deal out of it. It's already been rumored that there are Walmart stores, because people have gone in them. I'll let y'all look this up because I saw two stories for myself that Walmart has already been selling high-end things and is increasingly testing more name brand and high-end quality things at their stores. And that's before this stuff with tariffs even started to happen, where they're now saying at certain Walmart locations you can buy now some durable, high-end, long-lasting stuff. Not all of them and not most, but a few select ones. So Walmart is starting to lead in ways that will probably compete with Amazon for the foreseeable future. See, the reason I covered this personally, and then I'll get to the real reason, is that even at my local grocery stores, I'm noticing an increase of delivery trucks. They started off with 2 or 3, and now at one that I like to frequent, I'm seeing a fleet of them, to the point where I like to park, those trucks are starting to take over the parking lot. I don't think this is a coincidence. All of these people are in cahoots behind the scenes. They know what the heck is going on. They know how people are going to react based on what's going on, and they're starting to pivot. See, with the grocery stores, the reason I have a problem with it is because I'm picky about my produce. I'm a type person, I eat meat, but I don't have to have meat all the time. But my produce, my fruits and vegetables, particularly vegetables, I'm weird about, especially onions. You know how onions get that soft, weird feeling before they're going bad? And I've cut into onions at one of the certain grocery stores I like to go to, and almost half the time, they're coming out rotted now. Imagine allowing a distribution center to pick that for you. They don't realize it's bad because they're supposed to be efficient, and it arrives at your doorstep. You can't go in the store and dispute it anymore because it's just going to arrive on your doorstep now. But because I'm seeing a fleet of trucks that are taking over parking lots, and people aren't paying attention. They're just like, oh, more people are doing home delivery. No, they're doing these dark stores where slowly but surely, unless you work at that facility, you're not going to be able to get in the door. So if they give you rotted meat, if they give you an expired can of cream corn, how are you going to dispute that? Because this doesn't cover, and so far this dark stores doesn't cover how this is going to take place. It's gonna be like Amazon times 10. Because be honest, there are some Amazon fresh locations, but all in all, you can't just walk in an Amazon and dispute something like you can a Walmart, like you can a CVS. Now they're going to have these mega stores with a few humans who have to be technologically inclined to keep up with the conveyor belts. With the money these people have, they can easily afford this technology. Because those machines aren't going to take a sick day. They may break down, but the human can fix it. Those machines aren't going to want vacation. Those machines aren't going to have retirement plans in the traditional sense. Yeah, you'll have to keep upgrading the technology, but you don't have to pay that machine for the rest of your life and have to go to and a machine's not going to take them to court to dispute things. But let's get to what I want to say. Y'all know the real reason I chose this story if you know me. What incentive would these retailers have to keep everybody out of stores? And I want you to think about it. I'm going to give you a moment of silence. You as a responsible citizen, despite the fact that you may have never gone into a store and stole, despite the fact that you have the money, despite the fact that you're peaceful and you know how to act within a civilized society, you're paying the price for people who ruin it for everybody. To avoid discrimination lawsuits of people who like to steal, scheme, and scam, they're going to close down everything. And your experience is going to be that way now, because in order to avoid lawsuits from these people, you're discriminating and profiling me. They can say, no, we made it a distribution center because it's more efficient for all of society. If they put people under one umbrella, it will stop the lawsuits. Because if you're a scammer or a thief, you would have to have a darn good reason now to take these companies to court and say they're discriminating because I can't touch my produce. Any judge could tell you, like I'm in a co-op now, to just go to a co-op that lets you do that, or go to a farmer's market. Grocery stores, these big box stores, have hardly ever been always the only alternative. Farmers markets, which we consider the traditional markets, never really went away. Come on, y'all know what this is being done to keep people from costing retailers more money. Trust, the prices will still go up, okay? But as soon as I heard about this, I'm like, oh yeah, this is what this is right here. Me, I'm starting to shop more often at my co-op anyway, so this doesn't affect me. Last time I stepped in a Walmart was around Christmas 2021, and before that it was probably 2015, 2016. Unless I seriously can't find something somewhere else, that's when I step in a Walmart. So I can say for me, this change isn't bad. But when I see at my local big chain grocery store a fleet of trucks that are increasingly growing and taking over a parking lot, I know what time it is. They're going to dark store that store because it's in a nice part of town before people can realize what they're doing and prevent it. Y'all being thieves, you are the easiest thing to target. So now if you're starving and you want to steal out of desperation from other people, you would have to try to mob those trucks. And even then, they're going to set those trucks up in a way probably that it's going to be hard for you to get to them. Because then if you don't work there and you don't have clearance to be in that parking lot other than go fill gas, because the one I'm attached to, I won't say the grocery chain's name, also has its own gas station. Why would you go near that store now? If it's closed and it's a dark store and you're supposed to order online, what is your excuse? It would be easy to come after you now because you're going to look nefarious. These retailers weren't going to sit back and let y'all just keep taking stuff out their stores forever and having to raise price and then punish people who are doing the right thing. And don't get me wrong, if you steal out of necessity, which people say, Tara, stealing is stealing, I don't disagree. But there are people who literally can't afford this stuff. Other than the fact that you steal out of necessity, they're getting tired of y'all. That's what this really is. This is about, I told you, in this new society, if you are a thief, if you are a schemer and a scammer, it's going to get increasingly easy to put you on the back burner. You're the easiest ones to catch in this dark stores. It's just proof of it. Well, all right, I want y'all to go look up dark stores, start paying attention to certain parking lots and fleets of trucks start to increasingly show up that's going to deliver things for you. If you're like me and want to still touch your produce and meat and stuff, join a co-op. Know your farmers markets, know how to stock up more often for the season and get ready to eat in season. All right, good to talk to y'all. Stay safe and take care.